Chapter 7. The Golden Age of the Gods. The Rise of the First Post-Flood Cities, Kingdoms, and Direct Divine Rule. Anunnaki Codex. Chapter 7. Welcome to Chapter 7 of the Anunnaki Codex, exploring ancient mysteries, the hidden history of humanity, and advanced knowledge preserved in Sumerian texts. In previous chapters, we witnessed the primordial beginning, the careful design of the first humans, and growing conflicts among the gods. Then came the devastating Great Flood, the new covenant established after the waters receded, and the division of Earth among the Anunnaki. Now we enter the Golden Age, a remarkable period when the Anunnaki guided humanity directly as the first organized cities and kingdoms rose. After territories were assigned, reconstruction began. The earth was still healing, rivers shifted, and soil needed time to recover its richness. Yet the Anunnaki approached this new era with patience, wisdom, and a clear grand vision for the future of humanity. The first priority was restoring agriculture and stable food supplies. Advanced techniques for irrigation, crop cultivation, and animal husbandry were shared. Fields of barley, wheat, dates, and legumes began to flourish. People learned to build canals, reservoirs, and raised fields to protect against future flooding. The first great city to rise was Eridu, chosen by Enki as his primary center. Kingship was lowered from heaven after the flood. Eridu became a shining example of organized society, a hub of learning, craftsmanship, and spiritual life. Construction of Eridu was a monumental achievement. People, guided by advanced knowledge, built strong mud brick structures. They aligned important buildings with celestial patterns and created sophisticated water management systems. At the heart of the city stood the magnificent temple Ziggurat-e-Abzu, dedicated to Enki. This towering structure served as both a place of worship and a center for administration, education, and community gatherings. Daily life in early Eridu was highly structured and purposeful. Farmers worked fertile lands, and fishermen brought abundant catches. Craftsmen developed tools, pottery, and decorative items. Scribes recorded events, laws, and teachings on clay tablets. Music, storytelling, and artistic expression flourished, helping preserve knowledge and culture for future generations. From Eridu, the spark of organized civilization spread to other settlements. Bad Tabira became known for metalworking. Larsa focused on agriculture. Sippar emerged as a center of justice under Utu. Nippur grew as Enlil's holy city. Uruk began its remarkable rise under Inanna, who brought energy, creativity, and strategic vision. The Anunnaki selected certain family lines to serve as kings and high priests. These early leaders received special guidance and longer lifespans. Kingship was seen as a sacred responsibility, a bridge between the divine realm and human society. This golden age was a time of remarkable progress. The Anunnaki walked among the people, offering direct instruction in practical skills, laws, and spiritual understanding. Temples and ziggurats were built with precise astronomical alignments, reflecting deep knowledge of the heavens. Trade routes developed between cities. Laws were established to maintain order and fairness. Education centers taught reading, mathematics, and astronomy. Yet even in this time of renewal, differences in vision existed among the gods. Enlil emphasized order and limits. Enki encouraged learning and innovation. Inanna brought dynamic energy, alliances, and creative power to the growing cities. These divine perspectives created a rich but sometimes tense environment that shaped the direction of early civilization. The rise of these first post-flood cities marks one of the most important chapters in the hidden history of humanity. It was during this golden age that the foundations of Sumerian civilization, writing, government, architecture, and knowledge were firmly established. Everything that followed in Mesopotamia and later in other regions built upon the achievements of this remarkable period. As decades turned into centuries, cities grew larger and more sophisticated, trade expanded, cultural traditions deepened. The Anunnaki continued to guide humanity while gradually allowing more independence. This era represents the true birth of organized human civilization. In coming chapters, we'll explore how individual cities developed, how different gods influenced the world, and the first major conflicts. We'll also see the gradual changes as the Anunnaki began to step back, allowing humanity to take greater responsibility for its own path. If you are drawn to ancient mysteries, the hidden history of humanity, Sumerian civilization, and the stories of advanced beings who shaped our earliest cities, this series continues to unfold with new revelations each week. Subscribe now, turn on notifications, and leave a comment below. What do you imagine daily life was like during the Golden Age when the gods directly guided the first cities after the flood? This is the real story of the Anunnaki, not myth, engineering.